So you said this really delivered. I want to hear about it, but when you're like in retrospect now, looking back at the 100 FKTs you set before this, and then this big project, like what are the big standout moments? Is it this last 100 peaks that you put together in 50 days? Is that like the literal grand finale and the best moments? Or like, how do you look at this whole project? It's just huge.
Oh man, there's so many bits of gold all along the way, right? Because a lot of the projects I did along the way were of various sizes. Some quite enormous, like the Rainier Infinity Loop. Others, really small, like the Epic Blarney Loop. It's a slot canyon loop that's only 2 miles long, but just like a full-on sprint obstacle course race to like make these technical moves through these technical canyons. Um, and so I had this huge variety, and some of them were very appealing to different crowds, different groups. Obviously, like an obstacle course racer is going to love like those canyon loops.
Sure.
I think actually Max King came out and snagged one. That the
Nice.
legend Max King.
Yeah, totally.
He came and snagged one of those technical canyon loops from me, one of the Ding and Dang canyons. So like all these little different sub stories got to be a part of this overall project where I got to be connected with different people, whether they're young and upcoming athletes or athletes who are well established that are like, oh, that's just really cool. And I'm in the area because of whatever race or, camp that I'm doing. And I'm going to go out and tag one of these. So there was like these sub stories that were a part of the whole story arc that I got to be a part of. And I got to build these relationships that I never would have had. And so it's like all those little things were also test pieces to build skill sets, to build problem solving, to build logistical skill, to test myself. And so, yeah, this final 100 peaks really was, probably in and of itself as enormous as all 99 other FKTs along the way, right? It's like this massive project, fatigue, nutrition, like all of it all woven into this package where, okay, you're 21 days deep, you're fatigued, you're at your fighting weight down to 5% body fat or less, you're running haggard, and you're going to go out and spend 6 hours on fifth class terrain, or you're going to spend 4 hours traversing a technical glacier. It was everything I wanted the project to be and more. And so it looms large in my mind. And I don't think it looms large just because it's the most recent. It genuinely is enormous.
Yeah. Yeah.